Wherever they go.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you have one leg in one leg?
That's fantastic. Nice.
And then I want to split. Splits.
Oh god!
Brilliant.
Shit.
Mine is quite simple.
Mine is too simple, you say?
Challenge accepted.
And spread. And back together. Right, and then I will be hey, that's absolutely superb.
Yeah, it's been really hard in typing.
Controlled by people that actually know you guys move. I feel like there's like 4 different people in the
Okay, right.
and then about
Yeah.
maybe
Still have yours.
weird or something, and then
Well, I'm doing quite well. Yeah, are you taking all? I think we should still all try to be in the team. As well as another one.
Might hurt.
I go to stop circles.
Technically we can.
Yeah, I know. Similar.
This is from this is mine. I'm sorry.
I can't read it now. I stopped working on it. Nice little bit of content.
At the beginning of something. I like being in the same circle.
Did it stop working for you?
I need to change it.
Did it stop working?
I like it when it's not working. Whatever.
Sorry, I should say it's fun, it gets you moving.
Kind of like games like Chaser. That'd be lovely teaching, so guys.
Yeah, I wish I could.
There's something like
Move yellow. Ricker. It doesn't want to.
It's not working.
Oh, mine was a bit. I think it was the old version or something. I've got a lot of people's phones, which is quite weird.
Oh, I thought this was
Right, so guys, we're going to have a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I want you all.
the game is on.
This one's not working.
Step up and down.
one-on-one stuff.
And then I turn around, literally, 2 minutes later, you're going. It's all happening.
What happens now? We need to.
Just to show Yeah, lots of jumpers are getting pulled off, aren't they?
Is the thing in front? That's where it's gonna go. That's,
So it gets dragged away.
it's totally this focus thing.
Oh, sorry, I'm slacking on my juices.
WASD moves softer.
Sorry, that was me.
Anyway, dude, is it alright?
It's really tiring.
Thanks for checking it out.
Not having a choice.
Yeah, I'm really pleased.
It's like not actually physically tiring, it's just tiring.
So just move
Being.
twisted. I keep getting that feeling.
It is like nightmare twister.
And left foot on yellow.
That's crashed again. Oh.
Wow.
We're going to swap it out. Okay. Right, resets. It's designed to do that.
Oh yeah, we need time out.
Yeah, I didn't want it to carry on too long, otherwise, you know, people could get tired.
I'm blue. Okay, we get that.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm mesmerized.
It would be really nice if you had smoky things so that you could see it as like solid light.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. I'm just saying hello to the live stream. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Mishler from Southeast Dance. We're here at the University of Brighton Salisbury Theatre, and we have spent yesterday for about 3 hours and today for about 8 hours playing a group of dance movement artists and technologists, and we're just going to share a bit of what we've been doing with you and with each other. So I will let Tim and Seb begin.
Oh, no pressure.
Just because we've been actually screening what you've been doing for the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, sure. Well, we got very excited yesterday about the prospect of creating a dance piece that was controlled by the audience. So, yeah, that was our starting point, really, wasn't it?
Yep.
Do I have to reset it again?
You might reset it again.
You talk to them. I'm going to go and reset it
Yeah,
again.
do that. So what you can see on the floor are two concentric circles. There's a larger circle, which is essentially the light that, as a performer, I would like to try and be in. Within it, there's a smaller circle that's on a bit of kind of almost digital elastic, which will allow you to see what direction everything is going in. I don't know if you guys can see at home. But that tells me the direction I'm going to be moving in, so it gives me a bit of a better chance. But it's quite exhausting as a workout. And we've been looking at different games that you can play with different amounts of people. So, does anyone want to? How many controllers are operational? 1, 2.
Yeah, we've got some controllers.
Some
Who
controllers.
else is controlling?
Go.
I am.
Okay, cool. We can do
Cool. Can we do
multi-touch as well. So,
I'm on blue.
On blue?
I'm on yellow.
I have an active controller.
Cool.
some music, really.
We do need some music. Let's sing.
Yeah.
Converging.
So we can say
We've been
team wearables.
smashing together two systems unexpectedly. So we've got a system here which allows you to put basically mic up the floor and turn the floor into your percussive impact on the floor into lots of different instruments. So all that double bass and snare drum you just heard was all coming from me hitting the floor, basically. And I've got a controller on my arm here, which is multicoloured. The green one. It's not multicoloured then, is it? It's green.
It's pretty
It's
though,
green.
isn't
It's
it?
mostly just green. Which allows me, if I want to loop stuff and overdub, and also to pick between different samples. So, like you were hearing, let me put this volume back on. So that can be the double bass at the moment. Or if I turn that off, hopefully this is going to work, or it's going to be the moment where it doesn't work. I can also be the one you can't hear, so that works really well. There's a very light noise which you can't hear at all, but other instruments. And then, should we turn this on?
So lots of wearables, I think we can say. It's kind of team wearables. So you've got your lovely kind of analog system, and of course the new kind of wearables, which is what controlling the effects of what I'm creating with the floor tap.
Oh, there we go. That's what I meant to do. It's going to sound really pretty, but it's not what we want. So we're going to go on to something we're trying. Oh god, which one was it? This will work. Am I turned on?
Just got some network.
Did you? Excellent. Yes.
You do a little tapping.
So
now,
are we good?
here we are.
That way? Wait a minute, where's the front? Oh, we've also got a weird, not a weird, there's an LED display here with individually addressable LEDs, and when sound is being generated as part of this, it should light up and be running different animations. So the animations are set ones, but it's reacting to the parameters of the sound, hopefully. Are you reconnected? Do you think we're connected? That sounds pretty connected. Excellent. See, look, lit up. One moment it's actually lit.
So we've got now, so you raise an arm and we're affecting the volume.
Yeah, so of the drum beats underneath. But alongside that I can also do and so on.
And then we can
Do panning of the wet and dry, so we can have those drum beats in. So we can make it so they've got the
so how about this?
and this one, twist of the wrist, is like the intergalactic spaceman. I've lost my front. Where's my front? Here. And then in theory, because it uses both arms, you can switch between different ones of the samples. So I can. like that. So you can probably choreograph it and loop it and things, and not necessarily always end up with your hand in the air like you're asking a question.
So I think it was like the technical sense of being able to link two systems together. So we had, say, a system very much built on this end, a system built on my end, managed to connect them to have wireless ability and to control music and dance.
And dance, yeah. And
creating your own music and manipulating it.
Yeah, manipulate music, loop music, choose samples, and generate visuals somehow in a way that doesn't quite work yet. Ta-da!
Amalgamation of lots of Very good. Who's next?
Can't talk for toffee.
Oh, well done with all this dancing. They always can feel bad. It's amazing how you can do all these things at once. That's actually
Sure, go for it.
So we've been using my video sampler and which captures small sections of what the camera sees and mixes it in with the present. And yeah, looking at new ways to use that.
Is that my turn now then?
Yeah,
I think so. Thank you. So yeah, we just kind of spent a bit of time playing around with the variables in the system. So the amount of time that was being recorded, and then the distance, the length of time between how it was looped, and just exploring different possibilities of how I could use that as something to respond to in generating a movement vocabulary of my own, but just thinking about how I can use what I'm seeing in different ways to create movement, but also what we ended up kind of arriving on was something that was building more of a kind of a collage of a texture of movement from my own movement that gave different dynamic and quality to what I was doing. So I guess we'll show you that. Oh, and also you're moving it around, aren't you?
Yeah.
So there's a certain amount of interactivity between the two of us, I guess. We did the hand thing.
Is that what we do?
Let's do that.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hand, go. Yeah, probably done that, I think. Yeah.
So that's just one example of quite a few different ideas that we tried out. anything more?
No, that's what we got.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, will it keep going forever?
Yes, forever.
Can we move this tripod? Okay, so we've just been playing with some stuff that we brought with us mostly, and we've hooked a few things together. We're working on an interactive dance project, and we have developed like this visualization sketch, which is designed to be projected alongside a performance, and also been working on some movement tracking analysis using Connect version 2 here. So what we're really looking at today, and we've been getting people to try it and see people's responses, is trying to get some quite subtle variations in the visualization based on how people move and the amount that they move, so that you don't necessarily see a representation of the person in the image, but you kind of feel that their image is responding to them. Can you see? Can you see?
Is it streaming right now?
Yeah.
We've been. We started by looking at working with a Connect to take inputs such as facial expressions using face shift, and one of the participants, Jordan, inputted her face into face shift, and we exported that as an FBX that we brought into 4V, and we're now porting the 4V output to an Oculus Rift and using a Kinect as an input device for 4V to visualize movement in an abstract way around the sculpture, which is Jordan's head. I don't know. Yeah, Jordan's there. So you should probably describe the experience and step up. So there's a Kinect here with Oculus DK2 and cable bash. And so, unfortunately, you can't see the output, so we'll have to listen to Jordan's description of the space and what she's seeing. If you put your arms out, currently the Kinect recognises her position in a 3D environment, and movement within that is then interpreted into different 3D particles. And yeah, we've just been exploring ways in which to create abstract representations of movement, and exploring the virtual reality environment as a performance space.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can see.
I don't know.
Along the way, there's been lots of discussions about the implications of motion tracking and questions about using new technology and its implications of the performance environment, and the fact that geographical positioning, for instance, doesn't necessarily have to come into play anymore. And so the traditional theatre potentially can be approached in a different way. And so earlier on today we had an idea for a choreographed piece of music for a dancer on a sphere, for instance, on a smaller sphere than the Earth.
I can't touch it, obviously. Oh, wow, that's so strange. I'm stepping on it. How was I stepping on it? Well, obviously I'm not stepping on it because it's not real.
And there we go, thank you.
Is there anything else anyone wants to share or say? Okay, then we'll wrap it up with that and say thanks to everyone who came along today and participated, and all the exciting new tools that we discovered.
Well, thank you for organising as well. Makes sense.